Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie. Let's drink Iowa whiskey. Oh, worth it.
Oh my God.
Joel will drink it.
Just a couple of Julie pours to kick off the afternoon. We are continuing to work our way across the country, and this is the last day before my 100-mile race. And so we are in Iowa, of all places, at beautiful Cedar Ridge Vineyard and Distillery. They do a little bit of everything over there. And we picked up 2 whiskeys because we keep hearing great things about them. We have tried samples of their whiskeys on our 5 Sip Friday series. We have liked everything that we've tried, and we've liked everything that we've heard. And so today we're going to give you a tasting of 2 of the whiskeys that we picked up. We are so excited about these because we had a little lunch there, had a little pizza, fantastic food, hopefully fantastic whiskey. We're about to find out. We're going to kick things off with American single malt whiskey, and then we will drink bourbon. So for those of you that are like, they only drink American single malts, no. There's a bourbon coming. Hang in there. We're drinking this because it's 92 proof, and the bourbon is actually barrel strength. So this is Cedar Ridge's QuintEssential Signature Blend, and there's so much information on this bottle. They use Solera, they finish it in whiskey casks, and that's where it gets a little bit of its peat presence from. This is batch number 15, 92 proof. Can't wait to get into this one. The next one we'll do after this is quite a bit higher proof.
It could be mistaken as an Irish to me.
Yeah, there's some apple here that will definitely pull you in that direction. The nose on this to me is like a caramel apple, vanilla, some gentle oak there, but there is a little bit of a peat presence, which is honestly really exciting to me these days. What do you say we drink this one?
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's really got a nice, gentle single malt presence. The fruit and the spice, it plays really well together. It's bright, but I feel like it's really nicely balanced.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a mustiness here from the barrel usage, but yeah, those bright flavors, the fruit and a little bit of that cinnamon. I love the spice, the way that it hits you and you think, oh, this might be really spicy. Not like that at all. It's more like maybe like a cinnamon dusted baked apple or something like that.
Apple pie notes here.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a decadence that comes along on the finish because you get just a hint of that peated presence there from the barrels.
To me, this feels like an intro to American single malt whiskey.
Completely agree with that. It's an intro to American single malt. It's an intro to peat. It's an intro to, I think, a hint of smoke here. So gentle that if you're not looking for it, I think you'd miss it.
Yeah.
There are a ton of great flavors here, and it's super well balanced. This is the epitome of an everyday drinker if you're looking for something that's so perfectly balanced that drinks like a dessert whiskey, but also just has nice flavors for you. The bees here are not great. The bees are bothering me, so let's get to the end of this. The QuintEssential whiskey, I think it's the QuintEssential daily drinker. It's a beautiful whiskey. If you can find it, you should buy it. I love this whiskey.
You really sped it up there.
Yeah, the bees, man.
Well, you can tell we're moving to the bourbon lane. Look at that color.
I'm happy to be in the bourbon lane. With a color like that, it's beautiful. Cedar Ridge Barrel Proof Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 116 proof, number 3 char, non-chill filtered, batch number 5. 74% Iowa corn, 14% rye, 12% 2-row malted barley, blend of barrels aged 3 to 4 years.
Well, we did see a lot of Iowa corn on the way, so I hope it tastes good.
I'd say that there's plenty of corn for them to use in their whiskey. Oh, wow. That smells like a lot of brown sugar. Ooh.
It smells proofy, too.
It does, but it smells balanced, you know, a lot of sweetness, a lot of spice there. I think there's a lot to look forward to. Let's get to it.
It's going to choose you again.
No.
Ooh, I like it.
This is great.
Lots of brown sugar in the forefront, lots of vanilla, and then that cherry note kind of comes through mid-palate. It's just a nice, fruity balance to a little bit of the spice, but a little bit of that sugary note up front.
Yeah, and I love this because it's got that buttery backbone.
Yeah.
It's like that brown sugar, buttery. Oh boy, that's just a slurry of goodness right there. That's one of my favorite things on a bourbon is that butteriness, and that is perfect right here.
Yeah, that's a great way to describe this, like that butteriness, because that finish was like kind of silky smooth there. I do like that it has kind of just a little hint of spice on this.
There's definitely some spice there. It's more like an allspice, like a vanilla creaminess though. It's almost like, it doesn't have pudding flavor, but it's reminiscent of vanilla pudding. Coats the tongue.
Yep.
does a little dance on your tongue. That rye is doing its thing here.
Yep.
Wow. There's also a lot of barley in that mash bill. I think that's generating some really nice flavor here, almost like a beer-like presence on the finish. This is beautiful. I have to say, both of these Cedar Ridge whiskeys that we've tried are super well balanced, and they do have a spice to them. The spice meets that sweetness head on and tempers it, and that balance is something special. Now, we've seen that in both of these Cedar Ridge whiskeys. We know that they release special things all the time. These are just the two that were there when we were there, but I have to say, I'm so happy with what we came home with. What do you think? Would you buy these again?
I definitely would, and if you're ever in the area, you should definitely stop by. The food was delicious. We did a flight. Now we're enjoying whiskeys. I couldn't be more pleased.
I don't have anything to add to that. Fantastic. Cedar Ridge doing great things with their whiskey, great things with their pizza. So if you're passing through Iowa, we think it's a great idea to check out Cedar Ridge, and if you see them on your local shelf, we think it's a good idea for you to maybe put one of these on your own shelf from wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers. Worth the stop.
This is great.